Question 1493. Have you had anything positive come out of the quarantine?
All of this.
Amanda.
Literally, yeah.
Amanda. Me, Amanda, answer.
The same.
What, you?
Yes, what?
You say the same as in your answer. As in
The
you.
same as Robbie's, but also everyone. So I have a view and I hate you so much.
Uhan says a special person. Ox says, yep, met you all due to it. Jenny?
Yeah, I would say yes.
You would say yes. Yes is not an answer.
Well,
Oh, yes, it
the
is.
way you ask the
Shit.
question, it is.
Fuck, it is, you're right. What? Follow-up question. What?
I've had a year of extended personal introspection and challenged by a very competent therapist and a lot of personal growth that still has a long way to go.
Excellent. To balance that out, Badger says erectile dysfunction. Tobin says a vacation at home was all right. Why is that positive? Sammy says, yep, business boomed, met amazing people, learned an incredible amount, and a daughter. Ever again says, you bunch of sappy arseholes, grins. Brian!
I answered first. I answered all of this.
Everyone answered at the same time. I didn't hear you.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. I said all of this.
All of this.
Mm-hmm.
But that was happening before the quarantine.
Was it? For you? Yeah. I mean, you're talking about having all these creatures. Yeah, that was. That's always been a thing. But no, I'm talking about meeting and making. Because around here there aren't very many people that I can get along with. I live in the upper Midwest. It's pretty. Yeah. Anyway, and being able to meet and make friends with. I mean, most of my close friends are in the UK, and that's. Three fuckers are in here. So, yeah. I wouldn't have had friends like this if I hadn't been quarantined. I never would have thought to start doing this stuff. So,
Rainbow, yeah. I like this. I like to think of you as a developing friend, and I live in the upper Midwest.
Well, that's and we go up that way sometimes too. I know you're a little bit up north from us. I have some other friends that live up in that area too. All this is over, we should freaking meet for some coffee or something. You know,
we could do that.
Yeah, for real.
Take the spiders with you. She'll burn them for you.
We could stop in Wisconsin and have a cup of milk.
I was thinking the best way we need to do this is a cruise. A cruise that leaves New York and goes to London, and then leaves London and goes back to New York or something like that.
So that's not the sort of cruising I was thinking.
A cruise, Robbie? Do you know how much fucking toxic shit and greenhouse gases a cruise ship emits?
He meant to say a green cruise. He just forgot to add that part.
Let's give me a second.
Trying to find somewhere halfway between America and England so that we can all meet up. That's what I was trying to do.
In the last, even if we were to do a cruise, if it was eco-friendly and everything, everybody has no mask.
Jerome, in the last year, Robbie has got bollocked for about 20% of his answers for not being environmentally friendly enough.
Yeah, it's at least 50% of my existence.
I was being generous.
Assholes.
I can't do up the garden. I can't paint the house. I can't eat what I like. I'm not allowed to drive. I'm going to be quiet now.
Uhan says, with the super chat, 199, thank you. Says, I second the big dirty cruise.
Math Pig does not share.
We could take a cruise up and down the Mississippi River.
How does that help us?
Like a steamship?
No.
We're on the other side of the world.
Well, you'll have to come over here then to do it.
Like a paddle boat. And I'm literally on the Mississippi. I can from my upstairs window. I can see the river.
Can you build a raft?
Coast. Can I build a raft? We
Yeah.
used to do that when we were kids. Not in the Mississippi though. It's not kid friendly anymore.
Anymore?
If it ever was.
Anymore.
Well, before the night, what one was that? Like the 1940s, after World War II, when they started industrializing things a little bit more, and they put the locks and dams up. Mississippi sucks now. It's nasty. The water's gross. It's
sorry.
Trust me, I'm from St. Louis. I'm from St. Louis, where the Mississippi is the worst.
Yeah,
the
it's
worst.
disgusting.
It
Right.
depends on how far south you are. Up here in Minnesota, the Mississippi's not all that bad.
Yeah.
It's really not. People swim in it and all kinds of stuff.
You used to be able to swim in it here. I remember that when I was a kid. That's why I said anymore. It's nasty now. It wasn't like that when I was a kid. There was beaches and stuff along the river. After that big flood in 1993, they did never rebuild the beaches again and just let it get gross.
What's this got to do with the positive of sex and the quarantine?
How far south are you?
I don't know how we got down this road.
I can answer.
Without doxing yourself, how far south are you?
I'm north of St. Louis.
Okay, that's close enough.
Right, Ox said we should row. That again is unrelated to the quarantine. Badger says I have a raft made of pallets that Critical Cripple can get dirty on. It's just me? You're just going to dump me in the middle of the sea?
No, the Mississippi. You aren't paying attention, Dave.
Mississippi, fair enough. Ox says we can build a new Zeppelin and all float. Okay. Feels a bit explosive. Yandere says no to nothing positive. Jerome.
Right, back. Sorry, I just sort of heard a lot of shit about cruise ships, and I feel a bit guilty because I'm like, I live in the cruise ship capital of the world.
Do you?
Oh,
Southampton,
do you?
yeah.
Wait,
Southampton,
can you hijack one for us?
You know,
when
pretty.
I was staying at the resort in Fort Lauderdale, there was just like a line of cruise ships out on the horizon. All fucking
There
day
is always a cruise ship of some description. There's like Cunard,
right?
you know, they all P&O, Celebrity, all the big ones all operate out of Southampton. It is it is like the ocean liner capital. Probably our claim to fame is where the fucking Titanic is fucking made its maiden voyage from. It's like our claim to fame, pretty much.
It's better than our claim to fame about the Titanic.
Yeah.
I heard that somebody
We fucking built it.
Well, Belfast.
I heard that somebody is building a duplicate.
For Belfast.
I thought it was built around Liverpool.
No, it's built in Harland Wolff in
Oh,
Belfast.
no,
Where the
not
fuck
worried.
is Belfast, Jenny?
Because I was going to say, I think Math Pig's a little closer than you, Dave.
Yeah, it was built in Harland and Wolff. It released itself from it's from Belfast. Belfast, not Belfast. Whatever the fuck.
Right.
I'll ask it again. I heard that they're building a duplicate of the Titanic based on the original plans.
Yes.
With more improved hull materials, I'm sure. Anybody know anything about that?
The China was building it. They were getting funding for it. I don't know whether or not they did. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a very, very stable ship. They just it was very unlucky. I'll probably put a better engine in it.
Well, the steel that they used also was not very well suited for the cold temperatures that it was being exposed to.
No,
we are not going down that route.
I'm not even going to. I wasn't going down the goddamn conspiracy theory route. I'm not talking
conspiracy. I'm just talking about a poor choice of metals for the time.
I wasn't talking about the conspiracy. I was talking about we're not going down the materials the Titanic was made out of route.
I would be interested in hearing that discussion, though, if you all want to do it another time. That sounds like an interesting topic, though. listen to.
Well, I'll just say that there is a conspiracy theory, and it is, and to be honest, it is total bollocks if you actually really look at it. But there is a conspiracy theory that the Titanic was swapped for the sister ship, the Olympic, for an insurance scam.
Yes, I remember that
But
conspiracy theory.
if you actually really look at the facts of that, it's total bollocks.
Of course it is.
Wasn't the Olympic like 10 feet shorter too?
There was a lot of things that though it was technically the quote unquote sister ship, that doesn't mean it was an exact duplicate copy. There was enough differences between the two ships, and if you examine the wreck that's on the bottom there, this is clearly the Titanic. This isn't the fact that they just changed the name in the paint or whatever on the ship for an insurance.
Right. Ox has got it settled
exactly
here.
what Dave said not to do, everybody.
I know he is.
Yeah.
Ox says the Americans sunk it with nuclear torpedoes fired from the moon base on the other side of the hollow flat Earth.
And guided by
There you
Jewish
go.
researchers.
Right. Ox says, no, the Hindenburg 3. Never again says, right, back to the fucking question. Never again says, well, a lot of people can relate to my life for the last decade. Now they've been locked down for a year. And then says, I say, let's get a sailboat. Really large. If we got one of those luxury yachts, that'd be fine, wouldn't it?
Can I actually ask a question? This is very important to the stream. What the fuck is the actual question?
Have you had any positive come out of the quarantine? There's only two people not to answer, you and Jerome.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's the obvious one, and I'm not joking at all. I've got to meet most of you guys and get a new community of people who become really good friends to me out of this.
You can't have that. Manda had that already.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think you're an asshole.
No, that's the.
But you haven't improved your lighting at all.
I did. Can I rephrase that? I've met some really great people and formed the community, but I've also met Math Pig, who's a prick. So
there you go. No, it's more true.
No, you're not Math. No, I'm being serious. You're not Math Pig. You know.
Jerome!
I still think you're an asshole.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm your Math Pig. I'm your kind of asshole, and you know it.
My kind of asshole is insert dirty answer. Moving on.
Jeff's not dirty enough to be a good asshole.
For me, I mean, for me, prior to a few freaking weeks ago, I wasn't on Twitter, and my idea of the atheist community was just like the shit that I watched on YouTube. I had no idea that I would join Twitter, be found by an entire community, and just brought in. Now I have a YouTube channel, and wow. So the last few weeks of this year has been freaking.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna get better.
You should. How dare you? How dare you?
It's your own fault. You were funny. Stop being funny.
Badger never again says back to sappy bastards.
I'm really
Badger
sorry we like you.
Pardon?
But actually, no. Actually, we should be sorry.
Badger says stop being all sappy and talk about Dave's balls.
No, he said ball.
No,
all right, he said it ball, as in blatant atheist hasn't seen this yet. No.
Does he not? That's a
He
shame.
probably hasn't. Dave, you see where Dave's bouncing, right?
No, he
Dave's
can't
an
see
actual
me.
cripple. The name isn't a joke. Dave's an actual cripple. He can't sit in a fucking seat. He has to bounce on a yoga ball. And midstream, 3 minutes, I think, after asking a question, what would you do if something happened to your friend and they were hurt? And my answer was laugh and then ask if they were all right.
Manda's
His
gone.
yoga ball exploded midstream and he vanished. And then we all laughed and asked if he was all right.
I only laughed when I heard Kaz laugh.
Manda, why have you turned the camera off?
What?
Why did you turn your camera off then?
No reason.
You were already wetting yourself before I hit the floor.
Shut up! Hey, bitch! I am a good and decent friend. Okay, go fuck yourself. If I okay. Maybe there was the tiniest bit.
Jerome, I just sent it to you in a DM and on Twitter. You can enjoy
You
it.
have to watch it after.
Oh yeah, got it.
Right.
It's so funny too, because the best of it is, right? Like, I actually have a piece of the ball that exploded.
Yes, you
because
do.
we have trophies for the year that we put up with his shit and sent them out. And I've got a little cape with my top hat and an eyeball missing. Although it looks
I'm
like
going to say, yeah, yours is in better condition than mine. Mine didn't rise completely
oh
broken.
man, it's the light. Look, it's
There was-
missing a load of shit off the back.
there
And
was
the
like-
chain dropped it, and an
Yeah.
eyeball fell off, and these arms fell off, and no, the head comes off.
Why is
Quality.
yours all fucked up? Mine's perfect.
That's because he paid for your postage.
It's just-
What did he just throw? Is that your
We
door
got
or
the fucking
something?
Royal Mail. We
No,
got
no,
the
he
fucking
used.
Royal
I
Mail,
will
and you
tell
could
you
see
though, the
your tail.
problem is he used DPD and not the Royal Mail. That's the problem.
Word.
And he can't deny this because I know, because I received it and a DPD guy turned up at the door.
Bad
Wait,
tip
wait,
works.
Wait, Jerome doesn't understand the
He
meaning
can't
behind
see
it.
either.
He's on a
Because,
mobile,
yeah,
so you're literally.
Oh, so I'm probably really super small. It has a little what are these things fucking called?
Scythe.
Aside.
Thank you. He looks like death.
I thought that
So-
would get done. I thought that might get done at customs with that.
I have one with like 2 beer cans in like either hand. So
That's
I mean, come on, Jeff.
She
I'm
stole
pretty
your
sure that
scythe.
one might have been my idea.
Can I have your scythe? Mine broke and
Yours
fell out.
broke.
Yeah, that's
I
your,
made my
that's
side.
your daughter's fault. It's not my fault. No.
Actually, I'm fairly certain it wasn't even allowed to send you that damn stick as a biological thing.
Really?
Yeah, there are funny rules.
Yeah, I had to lie about sending honey to Dr. Josh. Whenever I went to
Yeah.
the post office, someone was like, "What are you sending?" I'm like, "Sending organic honey from the hives I have at the bottom of the garden." She's like,
No,
"No,
wasn't
I'm not.
that?
You're sending a toy," and I was like, "Okay, sending a toy."
Dave, I have to ask you a question. Are we going to do another award show again? Ever?
Yeah,
Next
probably.
year.
Yeah.
At the end of this
I
one.
think we should do.
I might get someone else to make the trophies this time. It took me too fucking long.
The funny thing about it is, Jerome doesn't know this as well. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but them trophies, Dave, they're just like balls. Dave made them himself. He sprayed them and all. Silly bastard forgot to prime them the first time, and he painted it, and he sent me a picture of a melting trophy. Didn't work out, Robbie. It's not working.
Well, how do you think Stool got a trophy? How do you think Stool got a trophy?
The Spatula Hands Awards.
Hey,
He
Yeah,
got the melt-
Dave
he got
also
the
has a
melting.
vinyl machine. Look at this shit. Dave has a vinyl machine.
I'll just
I got a
say,
logo.
in the Oscars, you get the Gong Awards, right? In this thing, you get the Dong Awards.
It's a Dong Award. That's an idea. I think all my guests would love that. Right, Badger repeats in the chat. I'm good and a decent friend. Go fuck yourself. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.